Welcome back to the channel, where we have yet another SQ5 with a 3-litre bi-turbo, and the plan for today is to fix all of the oil leaks that are on this engine. The plan for today is to reseal the oil cooler, well, pretty much everything in the V, which is there's some gaskets on the EGR, there's a coolant changeover valve that will be getting replaced, and we're also going to be resealing the main front plate as well. So we're gonna have to be taking the front bumper off. I don't know yet if I'm gonna completely take the front end off or just tilt it forward. I'm probably gonna take it off completely just so you can see a lot better what I'm doing, and I'll have a lot more space as well. And another thing that the owner wants us to check is he believes that his rear main seal is leaking. So once we get it on the ramp, we can have a closer look and see what we think. Maybe it's just coming from in the middle and somehow going down there or down that side, but once it's on the ramp, we'll have a look. Before I do any work, I just wanted to check if there's any fault codes in the engine, and there is. We got a fault code for electrical fault for cylinder 5 glow plug, and it's confirmed. So we either have a glow plug that is dead, or we have a wiring issue going to glow plug 5, but we can check that. Oxygen lambda sensor 1, bank 1, signal too high, rich, intermittent, not confirmed. So the ECU is thinking that there's too much fuel. Interesting. We can check the injector values and have a bit of a look on live data to see what we can see. So the engine is running, and to be honest, all of the injector values look pretty good. None of them are overfueling a lot. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So it's leaking oil from pretty much everywhere from the front. We also have a coolant leak, which you can't really see. The sump is definitely leaking, but the plan is to remove, where is it? There. The plan is to remove the crankshaft position sensor and see if there's any oil coming from the rear main seal, and if there isn't, then we're just gonna reseal the sump, clean the oil, and see what happens. Sensor looks pretty dry. So I've got the camera in the hole where the crankshaft sensor goes. I'd say that the rear main seal is not leaking. That looks pretty dry to me. Rear main seal's fine. Potentially the rear timing cover might actually be leaking, but yeah, not much point resealing just to cover if you're not going to be doing the chains, because it's pretty much almost the same amount of labour. So I'm going to reseal the sump, clean everything off, and go from there. So camera's in the middle, and that's how oily it is. It's right there. So I think we're going to need a new belt as well. Interesting. So whilst the AC is recovering, I'm just going to start disconnecting some of the cables, wires, intercooler pipes, and then we can take the whole front end out. The only thing left to be able to pull the front end off are these support brackets on both sides. I've got to drain the coolant, take the hose off, and the upper radiator hose as well, and that's it. I've just got a couple bolts on the front crash bar, and then it can come off in one big piece. We've got pure water coming out of the coolant. Nice and rusty. With the front end off, we definitely have loads of space, all the space in the world we need to be able to do everything that we need to do. But the first thing I'm going to do is remove the sump very carefully. A lot of people say that these are one-time use sumps because they're aluminium. Yeah, you can bend them easily, but as long as you're not a barbarian removing them and you go very slowly and gently, you can reuse them. But before I put the sump back on, I always put it on a flat surface, face down, just to make sure that it's not bent. So, the sump is back on. Now I can start stripping down everything on the front of the engine and underneath the intake manifold as well. Not too bad. A swimming pool. Some caramel. Yeah. Oh, it's so deep. Oh, that's gonna be fun to clean. Maybe we can super glue it together, and the customer will never know. Oi, 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 oi. Looks like Coca-Cola. Oh, man. Thermostat. Making a mess. It's all stripped down. We made a big mess, but now I've got to clean everything and get it ready for all the new gaskets. So I'm finally finished cleaning. It looks a lot better than what it was before. It's not perfect because I can't get a scraper in there to scrape absolutely everything, but it's a lot better than what it was. Now we can start putting everything back together. With a gasket. Time to put in the new crankshaft seal using my special tool. Got a new O-ring on there. It's very hard one-handed. New EGR gasket. So before I put the manifold back on, I want to see if I can undo the glow plugs or if they're really seized in there. Ooh, okay. That one will come out. That one's a bit tight. lighter, but come out. Okay. So this is glow plug 5. I marked it. I'm just going to check resistance. We have 190 ohms. I'll try a different one. Will it go down to 0 or yeah, 0.7 ohms. So this one is definitely no good. I'm just spreading a little bit of ceramic grease onto the threads just so that they don't get seized in the future. What do you play that safe, mate? New coolant pipe. So that wraps it up for the SQ5 video. I hope you found it interesting, maybe helpful if you're attempting to do this job yourself. It's pretty straightforward once you get the front end off, and to be honest it's pretty simple to take off as well. One thing I will say though is definitely disconnect the pipes from the radiator instead of from the filter housing and from the top of the bottle like I did. But the only reason I had to do that is because I was getting really frustrated because the owner has been putting straight water into the cooling system, so the pipes were really stuck onto the radiator. But to be fair, that goes for any radiator, to be honest. But yeah, definitely spend some extra time to take the pipes off from the radiator because it makes it a lot easier to take off. Probably the worst thing about this job is having to clean everything. That takes a lot of time, but as you can see, this cooling pipe that looks really fresh. You can probably just about see the front plate that looks really nice. the aqua blaster does a really good job. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.